Hi, it's Collis again, and today we're going to discuss the Golden Wave Ride 2018, and this is week 2. So I thought we'd go on about our usual day when we're out on the road. Most riders organise themselves to get up with the sun, pack up their camping gear after dressing for the day. By this time I should have a brewed coffee going, and then everyone has their breakfast, grabs a few snacks to carry with them, fill their water bottles, and then we have a bit of a briefing, which is sort of what's going on for the day, what's down the road, where we'll be stopping off, etc. Kath and I will then pack up the food boxes onto the truck, along with the larger bags and then the smaller bags onto the trailer. We meet you at the allocated spot for morning tea. Now, this is normally sort of 40-50k down the road. It might be a time thing or it may be a kilometre thing. This is something that we will be discussing at the briefing, which is in the mornings. Now, at the morning tea stop, we'll have tea and coffee, hot chocolate. Kath can normally whip up a storm with biscuits, fresh fruit, something savoury, sometimes cakes. It just really depends on what's going. Morning tea normally lasts for approximately half an hour before hitting the road again. We'll have a designated spot for the lunch break. This could be on the side of the road or it could be at a rest area. At all breaks you will have access to the back of the truck with your food boxes and eskies. When possible, we will stop in a town for lunch, but this isn't always possible. If the day is longer than 130 so k's, then we will also stop for an afternoon tea break for those that want or need it. Sometimes the riders just like to get into camp, and sometimes they just forgo the afternoon tea. It just really all depends. Weather-wise, how things are going. Otherwise, we're usually at our destination by early to mid-afternoon. Kath and I will unpack the truck and trailer, and the riders pick up their camping gear, pick a spot in the allocated area. It just makes sure that it is in the allocated area. If you want to camp outside this area, I'm sorry, you will just have to pay for extra costs. So anyway, we just set up camp, shower, change, and then relax or sightsee. You can please yourself what you do. Go down to the local pub or just basically rest up. Day 8. This is our first rest. Our first rest day is over, and we are back on the road again. This is leaving Kalgoorlie. Today is Easter Sunday, so hopefully once we pass the local churches, and then the traffic should drop off to pretty well zilch. I don't think there'll be a lot of people out, although you really can never tell. It's also April Fool's Day, so there might be a trick or two. I don't know. Kath can normally have something up her sleeve. Not really my bag, but anyway, we'll see. Today we head down towards the coast, riding approximately 140 k's to our second bush camp. We shouldn't have any trouble finding an area. This is a very nice wooded area all the way down to Norseman, and there's lots of little spots that we can duck in. Lots of sort of trees and what have you, and we'll be well set off the road. It'll be fabulous. Of course, we'll have the sign out. If you see the sign, this is where the camping spot will be. You just come in and everything will be all set up. Kathy will be doing dinner again tonight. We have 2 very large Dutch ovens for the main meal and a smaller one for the dessert. She does a mean bread and butter pudding. Day 9, we'll be heading down to Salmon Gums. It always takes us a longer period to pack up after a bush camp, so morning tea will usually be at least 50k, may even be a little bit further. It just depends on on the cleaning up of all the camping equipment. But we'll discuss that at the morning briefing. The area we'll be riding through today is mainly scrub, but there should be some properties growing wheat and other cereal crops. On to Salmon Gums today, that's around about 150 k's. So this is certainly going to be our biggest day of the ride. Salmon Gums is a lovely little place, Butte pub, and we enjoyed ourselves immensely there last time. Salmon Gums is virtually halfway between Norseman and Esperance. Tonight we stay at the Community Caravan Park. Then day 10, we're on to Esperance. It's 100k and virtually the beginning of 4 rest days. Beautiful scenic area around Esperance and a great place for a rest day. Day 11, our second rest day, and a chance to shop for breakfast and lunches for the next 3 days, as there are no shops where we are going because we are heading down to Cape le Grande, which is just absolutely spectacular country. You're going to love it. Kathy will be shopping and cooking up a storm for the next 2 nights, so don't worry about dinners. Day 12 will be Esperance to Cape le Grande. Right, Esperance to Cape le Grande, and then on to a bush camp in the national park. Day 13 will be our third rest day to explore the magnificent Cape le Grande area. Day 14, no rush to get back. Moving this morning as just a short dawdle back to Esperance, and we will have a morning tea stop on the way back to Esperance. Thanks for listening.